So this is my third year covering the iPad Air 2, and usually I upload a video a little earlier in the year, but I'm glad I didn't this time around because I've had more time to use this device on the daily. I've updated to iOS 12, and I really do have a better picture as to where it stands in 2019. So to be brief, the design, I think best that of the 6th generation iPad that was released in 2018. The speakers, for what they are, aren't half bad, and they actually sound pretty loud and crisp. And overall, the design is thin, light, and refined even to this day. The Air 2's display is also better than that of the 6th generation iPads, purely because it's laminated to the front glass, which makes for a really seamless, awesome experience. You don't have that nasty air gap. And beyond that, the display is bright, contrasty, colorful, sharp, and great for media consumption and web surfing. The battery life on this device is also amazing. Depending on how much I use it during the day, I can leave school with either at a minimum 50% charge remaining with a maximum of 85. Sometimes I've been in the 90s. And I also think this demonstrates how awesome the iPad's standby battery time is. You could leave this on your desk for a week and it would diminish by just a few percent. I've done that over the summer and it's just really mind-blowing the way it works. In short, this device, even all these years later, is likely to last you the whole day, regardless of how hard you push it. So in regard to camera, there really isn't much to say. I mean, for tablets, it's kind of uneventful, and that is exactly the Air 2's case. Although the camera setup lacks a flash and the latest sensor, the iPad Air 2 is more than adequate when taking pictures of documents and such, work-related stuff. And also, before I forget to mention, the 720p front-facing camera is still great for FaceTime calls and stupid iPad selfies. Lastly, and most importantly, let's talk performance. iOS 12 was designed to rejuvenate older devices with increased performance, and I think this is especially evident with the iPad Air 2. From my everyday usage, I have noticed that with this update, this device is noticeably snappier, pushing animations more smoothly, allowing apps to be opened more quickly, allowing more effective multitasking, allowing us scrolling without much stutter, and not to mention, Touch ID is still quick and accurate. Gaming is also a pleasure too, although I would not expect this device to run newer, more intensive titles as well as, like the iPad Pros of today, so keep that in mind. And yeah, I'm just super impressed with the hardware in this device, the Tri-Core A8X paired with the 2 gigs of RAM. It's been able to accomplish so much even 4 years after its integration into the iPad Air 2. And yeah, my usage cases, I usually have this device in a keyboard case. I use it for school, I type papers on it, I open textbooks, I do a ton of web surfing, all that. And yeah, it's just been a breeze. It's been really nice, especially with the iOS 12 update. I have noticed a lot of improvement with it. And yeah, for what it's worth, around $200 used, I don't think you can do any better buying a Chromebook or an HP Stream. I think this device will suffice for most people's usage this year and maybe even the next. And yeah, that wraps things up. I hope this video helped you out if you're still wondering whether the Air 2 is worth it or not, which it most definitely is. I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like in the video, comment if you have any questions or suggestions, and subscribe for more content like this. And as always, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all in the next one.